All right, I am ready to take another step forward in my PET organization journey. Hey y'all, I'm Elisa, the Scrappy Wife behind ScrappyWife.com, and this is part 3 of my washi tape PET organization, and it continues to take me a pretty good amount of time to get this done, but you all said you wanted to see how it was going, and so I thought I would bring you all along. So today, I need to add some more washi tape shelves. We're going to work on the binder, and we're going to organize the PET tape that is on the wall so that I can find it more easily based on what is in the binder. And then we'll see where we are at the end of this organization session. I want to encourage you, organization projects take a long time. They rarely are accomplished within a 15 to 20 minute YouTube video. It's a process. It takes some time, especially a really big organization project. So give yourself a little grace, work in little bits and pieces, and then eventually things will start to come together. I am hoping that my washi tape corner feels a little bit more under control after today, but let's get started. Step 1, installing more acrylic washi tape shelves. Now, ever since I originally invested in acrylic washi tape shelves, it's been hard to find the same ones. So I've ordered them from Amazon over and over again and gotten some slight variations. Here's what I'm going to say. When you're looking for shelves like this on Amazon, you just want to check the depth. You need it to be at least 2 inches deep. If it's less than 2 inches deep, it won't hold all of your different washi tape rolls. Some of them are a little bit wider than 2 inches. They sit funny, so it doesn't really go well. Can you see when I hit myself? Ow. I am not the best at installing anchors and putting things on walls, but if I can do it, you can do it. And yes, I'm going even more vertical. These are pretty high ceilings, and so I'm able to go vertical. I will be putting the washi tape that I don't use quite as much higher. That's how I really take advantage of vertical space. Yes, I have a little step ladder that even I at 6 feet tall have to use in my space. I just want to take full advantage of all of the different space in my room. I love seeing my washi tape. I love having it out. I love having the PET tapes out. And so using this area is pretty important to me. On this side, I'm not going to go quite as high just because I have space down low. So I can actually bring it down lower, which will be easier to get in the end. On the left side where I put the first 2 shelves, I kind of think I might need to add another whole row of washi tape shelves. We'll see how that goes later on. It's one of those things I'm going to live with it for a hot second and see how it's working, see if I just want to destash, that type of thing. But for now, let's get washi tape shelves all over these walls. Like, we're just covering it. We're embracing it. We're not shying away from the fact that I love washi tape and PET tape and I have it everywhere. We're just going to take full advantage of these shelves and cover the walls. And yes, I still have some shelves left over, so I can add more as needed. As a side note, I did eventually start using those screw-in anchors, and those, while they do a little bit more damage to your walls, are so much easier to install than the kind that you have to like hammer in. So big fan of the screw-in anchors and big fan of finishing doing the wall work. Okay, so before we do some rearranging on the wall, what I want to do is do some rearranging within my binder that I have been working on, which you guys have seen. And I cut these covers using some very, very thick cutting boards that I picked up on Amazon. I will definitely try to link those. And I'm just going to use some odds and ends here. Let's see, how many discs do I need? I'm just going to shift these to a couple of different systems so that they will be a little bit more manageable. So I'm going to pop in some plastic discs. These are fitting kind of tight, so hopefully. I was able to just cut these down with my paper cutter, and then I punched the discs with the We Are Memory Keepers disc punch, which tends to punch through heavy things. and that works well. Okay, that was not even close to enough. So let's see, what other larger discs do I have? There is a couple of black ones. We will add those in. I wish I had them all that matched. I do not, so I'll have to pick some up probably, because I certainly would prefer that they all match. These are thick covers. Hopefully this still works. And let's put in a couple of red. Less than ideal with the colors, but we are making do with what we got. Okay, so I'm thinking, are these not gonna rotate at all? I might have to do a little change with those. Okay, let's take out the extra pages. I'm going to put those to the sides. These are not used yet, and they will be, because we all know there's a ton from Wrong Diva. She is always coming out with new stuff. So I'm gonna move that over. Then, okay, so I have some different sections. I have not finished doing all the boxes yet, all the box sets, and I think that will go in this section. So we're going to have that be right here. That'll be box sets. Then I think seasonal, it makes sense to separate seasonal, so I'm going to transfer all of those over as well. That is winter season, and then we're going to do fall season next. Let me add those. Okay, so that is a couple of different categories in here, which may work because there's more coming over here. Let's check the thickness of this one. If we were to put the back cover back on. The thing is that this is pretty much as big as this one could get. So I think what I'm also gonna do is move these over here. These are the one-offs, what I call them, meaning these are some earlier ones that have shorter runs of stickers. They're kind of just in their own category. So we're gonna put that there, looking good. This one here, still pretty thick, but maybe move one more category over here. Let's see. I think maybe this. I just want it to be relatively even, easier to find, and easier to manipulate these big swatch books. So I'm going to take this out, add this in. Okay, then what I want to do is go through these books and get the PET tapes onto the wall within these categories. Let me see if I can show you what I am talking about. Okay, so I have things in loose categories like Wrong Girls or reading things or florals over in those books, and I want to use those categories over here. We're not going to be like super specific in that this one has to be in this one spot, but certain shelves are going to be certain categories, and that's what we're going to try to figure out now. It's going to take me a hot second to go through these things, but I'm going to do it, and it's going to be worth it. That's what I keep telling myself. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to start to sort things and get them onto the shelves. This process actually wasn't quite as difficult as I thought it was going to be because I had already gone through and labeled the washi tapes or the PET tapes on the inside of the tube. So I was able to find what I was looking for pretty darn easily. Whenever I start to do things in categories, people always ask, like, what are your categories? How do you know? What if a tape has different categories within one tape? And I completely understand all those questions. My reaction is always to say, go with what feels right to you. My categories: florals, girls, books, odd shaped or odd icons. I think I have houses as a category. I just kind of go with what makes sense in my head. My categories might not work for your PET tapes. It might vary just a little bit. So just keep that in mind. It's going to be a little bit different for each and every person. Just go with what works for you. I am going to wait to put on labels just a little bit longer because, like I said, I want to live with what I've got so far and see if I like it. I'm trying to get all of my washi tapes onto the wall. I'm not successful. I'm going to have to move all the washi tape shop washis down below into the cabinet just because I couldn't get the black and white. I have to do all of this shifting. This is going to be quite the project because you're going to see my washi tape shelves. I'm double rowing it down here on the black and white, and that's probably not for the best. I just end up with a ton. I wanted to pull my seasonal out from their separate stashes and mix it in with everything else. It's going to take me a hot second. Yes, this is an obscene amount of washi tape. And no, I'm not sorry about it at all because it does bring me a lot of joy. And I do use a ton of washi tape in my projects. And I've collected this over so long. It's not like I went out and bought all of this washi tape at one time. These are bits and pieces that I've collected over time, and it's probably time for a destash. When you have multiple rows stacking on top of each other like this, I think that's probably a pretty good sign that it might be time to let some go. What would you do? Would you add another row of shelves or would you destash? I'd love to hear your thoughts. I know everyone's got different opinions, and there's certainly very strong opinions on the number of craft supplies that I have, but I'd love to hear, would you try to destash so that it fits on the current setup, or would you keep adding rows of washi tape shelves because you have them and you can? Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and then let me give you a tour of where I'm at in this process. All right, so here is where the washi wall stands. It is huge, but the washi is all up there, which is awesome. I like being able to see it. What I think needs to happen now is a destash because I don't think the double row right here is a great idea, and some of the extra ones. So a destash will probably need to happen, but I'm pretty pleased with all of this organization, and I'm able to keep my PET tape swatch books right there with a little bit of clear counter space. This is all working out as I had hoped. Organization is definitely a process, and this process is taking me some time, but I think it is coming along nicely. Is this the final product? Maybe, maybe not. It's got to have some destashing. I also have some more washi tape shelves, so I could add those if need be. We're going to kind of see. We're going to live with it for a hot second, and then we're going to see how it's working. But I like having everything out, easy to access. That makes me really happy, and I find it really inspiring to see all of the beautiful supplies. So that is the update on the washi tape organization. I hope you are enjoying these as they come, and there's more to come in the new year. There's lots of things in this studio that need to get organized on like a more micro level. So we're going to have some more of those videos coming in the new year. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, if you are interested in getting your space organized, January is the perfect time to join my Patreon group. We are starting with goal setting and organization, and it's going to be fantastic. So head to patreon.com/ScrappyWife to find out more. All right. I hope that you have a fabulous day. And as always, keep it creative.